Hi, it's me again, and I thought today we could have a look at some groundbreaking journalism that I've found to help you understand how you can save your TV license fee every month. I've got two articles here, one in the Mirror and one in Leeds Live. And we'll nip backwards and forwards between the two, but there's a couple of bits in here that are interesting and I want to make a bit of a point of. So let's start with the Mirror one. The TV landscape in the UK, a staple for nearly a century, has undergone significant changes with the rise of streaming and on-demand television. Leeds Live. The UK landscape has been graced with the presence of television for nearly a century, but it's undeniable the way that we consume TV has drastically evolved. Blah, blah, blah. Very different. That's good. Because this one in Leeds Live is written by Elizabeth Mackley and content editor Alex Evans. And the one in the Mirror is written by Susie Beaver, news reporter, deputy audience editor. Wow. So carrying on in the Mirror, platforms like Netflix, ITVX, YouTube, Disney Plus and others have transformed the way that we consume TV content. Let's pop back to Leeds Live. Platforms such as Netflix, ITVX, YouTube, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus and others have transformed the TV content world from being centred around scheduled programming. It's different. You can't say they're the same, but just because this is like the Mirror and Leeds Live are both owned by Reach PLC does not mean that they're sharing content. Remember, this was written by many different people from many different publications, so that's good. However, the cost of living crisis causing high inflation, mortgage increases and spiralling bills, many are looking to cut costs wherever possible. Leeds Live. However, the cost of living crisis causes high inflation, mortgage increasing and ever rising bills. Many people are looking for ways to cut costs. It's different. I refuse for you out there to tell me that this is the lowest, laziest form of journalism possible. It's barely journalism. I don't think it counts as journalism. No, I do. I won't have you tell me it's completely different. Definitely completely different and written by different people. And this content here is fully researched and not provided at all by TV licensing. I want that noted. I am not saying this is shit, okay? I won't have you saying it. There is a common misconception that a TV licence is only required to watch BBC content. Many people argue, I don't watch anything on BBC, so I don't need to pay. Back to Leeds Live. There is a common misconception that TV licences are only... I think you get where I'm going with this, so I'm going to skip to the point that I wanted to make, where I will do it in the Mirror bit. Will the TV licence van get me if I watch something without a licence? Now, you know my answer to that. It's no, because it doesn't exist. Yes, there were vans with TV licensing written on them. Yes, they had comedy aerials and comedy machinery inside that did random things. They cannot possibly detect what you want. Think how many ways there are for you to access broadcast TV in your home. TV through the aerial on the roof, through a satellite dish, through cable, through a different satellite dish. You could stream it in multiple different ways using VPNs or your phone connection or your neighbour's Wi-Fi. It is not possible. But let's see what Leeds Live's got, so I don't want to jump the gun. Regarding questions about the legendary TV licence van, while many consider them a mere urban legend, the TV Licensing Authority states, so this is from the horse's mouth, we have a fleet of detector vans that can detect the use of TV receiving equipment at specifically targeted addresses within minutes. Scary. The statement from the licensing body continues. We have a database of approximately 31 million licensed and unlicensed addresses. This tells us if your address has a license. What's that got to do with the detector van then? The authority also points out all visiting officers have access to this. How's that bother with the detector van then? Let me give you a clue. Right? I'm in this sphere a little bit with TV licensing, right? And I talk to many people there. I'm active. Well, I read many forums. I read many blog posts about it. Okay. And one thing I have learned, which was of interest to me, is that in the history of TV licence prosecutions, and sadly there's quite a lot of TV licence prosecutions, in the history of all of them, never once has evidence been given in court that was gained from a TV detector van. Not once. Not once. TV licensing say they use their detection equipment to give that information to the enforcement officers, who will then go and pay you a visit. It's nonsense. The only way you can get caught is on an enforcement visit, if you talk to one of the goons. This is journalism, okay? This is fully researched and backed up. No, that's the opposite. It's the complete opposite of what it is. This is a press release or an article given out by one of the PR agencies that is on a multi-million-pound contract with TV licensing, given to somebody's mate at the Mirror or Reach PLC, and for a dinner out or God knows what happened, doing each other favours or whatever, it's then been spread out to all Reach PLC's local papers as well. This has come directly from the PR agencies at TV licensing. It's there to scare you, and a lot of it is written in a way to scare you, much like the letters. Let's read on. It's worth noting that even if you declare you do not need a TV licence, for example, if you're blah blah blah, it's advisable to get in touch with TV licence before they come knocking on your door to cancel your license. This is in the same bit as will the TV licence van get me. They've got nothing. They've just copy and pasted it. When we scroll up, this is all just copy and pasted nonsense, right? What can I legally watch without a TV licence? There's a common misconception that licenses are only required to watch BBC content. Yeah, we covered that, didn't we? This is a myth, and rules on streaming platforms were altered some years ago. However, there are plenty of ways you can watch TV without a licence. Right, okay. A TV licence becomes a legal necessity if you engage in any of these activities. Watch or record TV on any channel. Okay, I'll give you that. Watch live content on streaming services. I'll give you that. They haven't made it fully clear, but no, we'll give that one. We'll give that one a pass for now. What you don't need a TV licence for: watching DVDs or Blu-rays, fair dues. Watching Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, as long as it's not live content, blimey, that's different. As TV licence says, you need to be covered by a TV licence to watch live. This is where the copy and paste and the zero research comes in. As TV licensing says, you need to be covered by a TV licence to watch programmes live on any online TV service, such as people don't read clearly. This is the thing. I know what I'm looking at here, but most people that read this will say, well, just skim that and say TV licensing says you need to be covered by a licence. Skim, ITVX, Channel 4, Amazon Prime Video, Now, Sky Go. And that's why I get so many emails every week telling me I'm getting people in trouble, I'm giving out false information, when I'm not. Read it carefully. To watch programmes live on any online TV service. So you can watch ITVX all you want. You can use it to watch Coronation Street very shortly after it's been broadcast, to watch the news very shortly after it's been broadcast. Same for Channel 4, same for Demand 5, same for Sky Go. You can watch all the stuff to your heart's content. You just can't watch anything like ITVX, and you go on it. I haven't been on it for a while, but it'll have a button on there that says watch channels live, and it'll have the list of the ITV channels you can watch live. You can't do that. But anything streaming down on demand, Billy Boots. People don't read things carefully. This is not journalism. This is shite. It's a copy and paste from something, as I said, that's been sent out from TV licensing to God knows who. Susie Beaver is literally the only person I can click. What are you writing about, Susie Beaver? Oh, all over the shop she is. Yeah, she doesn't stick to one topic, does she? It's nonsense. It's not journalism. And if you really want to know what you can and can't do without a television licence, hit this video, watch it on my channel. I'm going to do an updated version of it soon, actually, because I'm looking a bit too young in that now. I've aged a bit since I last did it. That will tell you everything. And that's the one you want to share to your friends and your family and people who you've met who are talking about this sort of thing. That's the full information of what you can and can't do. And I think people new to it will be surprised at how much they can actually watch and how little they're going to miss out if they don't pay for the TV licence. What do you think about this? There's no comments on the Leeds Live one, but there are a couple of comments on the Mirror story, and Pizza Lord nailed it. All our visiting officers have access to this database. This means they can check if you have a license. I know he's quoting the article, or I assume him. Shame that your officers don't have access to any of the properties, though, without being invited in. All the people have to do is say no thanks and close the door. I bet Pizza Lord is a viewer of my stuff. That's like my bloody catchphrase now. Let me know what you think about this. Journalism's dead, isn't it? It died a long time ago. There is no good journalism anymore apart from citizen journalism, I believe. It's very rare now to find well-researched, well-written articles in any mainstream publication. Starting to sound like Trump. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Hit all the buttons and everything as well if you haven't already, because if you do that, hopefully I'll get to see you in another video again soon, won't I? Ta-da.